Okay, so I've got a fun thing that I just did. So obviously they're set up for us to produce these shows, okay? And sometimes we forget to do things. Sometimes we forget to click the intro video. Sometimes we forget to add Kurt to the call. But sometimes, just sometimes, we forget to click the go live button. So the people that are watching, they don't know that we've had 17,000 Southern Illinois University references. They don't know that Gary likes DeAndre Ayton. They don't know that Gary is going to play with a few of the bigs from Detroit. They don't know that Kurt is sitting there, maybe Jaden Ivey at MME, maybe a few Phoenix Suns pieces. Oh, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the show. How are we doing?
Wow, we've been talking the whole time.
You know what? This is why they put us on Saturday. This is why they put us on the weekends.
Oh boy.
Yeah, but that's how it goes sometimes. And if nothing else, it's good entertainment. So, guys, let us know in the chat. Let us know. Okay, we said we're from Southern Illinois. Well, I assume you're listening. So let us know in the chat, just really quick. Click the like button. In fact, I've told you to do it like 4 times now. You only heard it once, but I've only told you to click the like button once. And yeah, go ahead and click it again. Gary's over there laughing. I never see Gary laugh. This is good. Kurt's hiding his head. He is that ashamed right now. He is actually hiding his head. Either that or blowing his nose or doing coke. We don't know which one he's doing, but you know what? He's enjoying himself either way. Really quick, Gary, give me the 30-second rundown of the Phoenix-Detroit game, and we'll move on.
Yeah. So Detroit side, it's just Duran and Stewart, max 1 on each team. I wouldn't play them both. And same thing on FanDuel. And on the Phoenix side, Ayton is a premier play on the slate. Good flow chart play. Great matchup here. And I don't hate Mikal Bridges either if you want to get a little bit quirky. That's probably more of like a 20 lineup or more play there for me.
Kurt, now you just gave a beautiful rundown of this game. Nobody heard except for Gary and I, and it was beautiful. I mean, it moved mountains. But go ahead and let us know really quick what you think about this game.
So I'm prioritizing Stewart. I think the price is just, I mean, you're saving like $800 over Duran. Like I said, both will start. I'll just take the savings. Give me Stewart and then some MME. I like Ayton. I like the floor of like 40, which is what he's projecting, and I think the ceiling could be higher. What's that noise?
I have no idea. Like, look, it's a miracle we're live right now. I don't know what to do.
Okay, so yeah, and then I'll take some shots on Ivy and like MME stuff like that. But really, from a main team perspective, I'm just prioritizing Stewart here and Ayton.
I do want to say I do like Jaden Ivey. Like he's one of these guys that nobody's going to play. He's 6,200, so it's not that expensive to play him, and he could easily go for 50 in some of these spots. So Ivy is somebody that in tournaments I definitely have interest in. I also have interest not really in this next game. It's the Clippers at the Knicks, 219.5 point total. The Clippers 3.5 point favorites on the road. We got a low total. I never get the Clippers right. Full disclosure, I never get these right. Kawhi's playing a lot of minutes. Big game, I don't have him. You know, he's got a big game. He goes the other way too. Paul George, I never get him right either. Gary, steer me in the right direction with this Clippers team because I don't want to play any of these guys.
Yeah, I mean, DraftKings, I do my little research or whatever before the show, and I like uncheck everybody that I don't want to play on DraftKings and on FanDuel. I have nobody checked for the Clippers here tonight on tonight's slate. So I won't be playing any Clippers on my DraftKings team. On FanDuel, it's just a little bit different. Paul George is probably the only guy that I like over there. He's 8,300 on FanDuel, Vice's 8,900 price tag on DraftKings. So that's a little. I mean, I think you can get us 40 pretty easily on FanDuel. So maybe more of a cash type play over there, but I don't hate it. I'm gonna leave him in my pool over there. But yeah, I'm like,
Kurt, I don't want to play any of these Clippers guys. The Knicks, obviously, it's dependent on what happens with Jalen Brunson. We're still waiting on news. If Jalen Brunson is in, I don't want to play any of these guys. If he's out, obviously RJ Barrett, Julius Randle, Emmanuel Quickly, they all become fine plays. Kurt, are you even messing with this game? Because it's not a fun game. It's the lowest total on the slate. I don't know. I don't want to mess with it.
Yeah, no, I want Brunson to be in so he can exit off completely.
All right.
So I mean, if he's out, we'll talk about it in the Discord. But I'm leaning that he's going to be in, so I'm going to worry about it.
I'm kind of leaning that he's going to be in too, which again just means that I am going to ignore this game. Now, the next game we can't ignore as much as I would like to ignore it, because the last time I did a show with you guys, this guy just boned. Actually, I think it was just Kurt.
Oh yeah, the Jalen Green.
No, that
game?
was me.
It was
me.
you. Okay, so both of you watched me stand up on the Jalen Green mountain and fall off and smash my head into the pavement. And I'm afraid it's possible that is what happens again tonight, because we've got Houston and OKC, a 231-point total. The Thunder, big old 10-point favorites at home, which beginning of the season, we did not think we'd say the Thunder are 10-point favorites ever. But here we are. And for Houston, Kevin Porter, Jason Tate, Eric Gordon, they are all out. Jalen Green is questionable. Kurt, I'm going to start with you, man, because Jalen Green, last time I said to play him, he played like 37 minutes and scored 4 real-life points and barely more fantasy points than that. It was a complete bleeping disaster. Am I going to make the same mistake with Jalen Green tonight?
I'm more apt to play him tonight, honestly. So
good. We crash and burn together, baby.
Yeah, I'll go right back to him here. I think once the news breaks too, it'll be after the first lock. So maybe someone committed to, I don't know, maybe Brunson, something like that, which they probably didn't. Most people were just mostly backloading. But hey, I still think it'll be lower owned, especially with the Q tag all day. So I will go there. And if not, then we got these other Houston guards. Like, we don't know who to start. It could be Ty, Josh Christopher. My boy Nix has been decent for me. That fat little chubby little midget.
That's literally me you're talking about. Let's just be kind.
Nix is so fat, dude. Like, he is a chunkster.
Okay, yeah.
That dude's a hooper making millions.
Gary,
so
with your nice body, man, we're not gonna let Kurt get away.
Come on,
with
Kurt.
This. It's just rude. Boo!
You're not on the court running the Rockets, bro.
I mean, yet.
The worst thing is Kurt's seen me in person before, so he knows exactly my body type.
Sexy.
Hey, you know
sexy.
what? Sex appeal recognizes sex appeal. That's just how it is. So,
but okay, Gordon now, I mean, if Jalen Green says, man, there's a lot of that ball to go around. So, like I said, I'll target whoever starts the guards. I hope it's Nix, because I feel like he's getting a little more comfortable. And then Sengun will run the entire offense.
Yeah, I mean, it's I don't know, Gary, who else can get usage outside of Jalen Green with all these guys out? I mean, he's the only one left. I guess Sengun, but like as far as the ball handling duties go, it's got to be Jalen Green.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely got, especially with Gordon out. Gordon's been taken with Porter and Green out. I mean, he's had like a 28% usage the last few games. He's been doing a lot of the ball handling for him. So yeah, it's got to be. I mean, you could see a little increased role here for Jabari Smith, maybe. I'm seeing some increase. Like, I put Porter, Gordon, and Tate off the court, and Jabari Smith has a 27% usage in 110 minutes. 19 field goal attempts, Vice 13. So Jabari Smith might be a sneaky guy here. Sengun has a 26% usage with those guys off the court. So it looks like Jabari Smith might pick up some ball handling, maybe a little bit playmaking stuff here. So he would probably be my next favorite guy after Jalen Green. I do like Jalen Green here if he plays. I do prefer him, however, on FanDuel. He's $6,900 over there. Vice to $7,500 price tag on DraftKings. But yeah, I mean, I think I like Jabari Smith. Sengun, even, like, man, better play for me on FanDuel. He's $8,300 over there. He's $9,100 on DraftKings. I can't play that price tag for Sengun on DraftKings. I won't be doing it tonight. I prefer other centers. You got Jokic on the slate. You got Aiton in that first game. We got Vooch in a flowchart spot who's cheap, who I prefer over Sengun here on this slate. So I don't know if I'll be playing Sengun on DraftKings, but I will have some on FanDuel for sure at $8,300. That's a big price disparity. I like to attack those price gaps between the sites pretty often. So have interest there. Tari Eason, can't go there again. I had that game, that lightning in a bottle game on Tuesday night when I shipped everything in the leaderboard contest. He was 2%.
You got to go back to him. You got to go back to him. You can't just not play him.
The dude had 15 DraftKings points in one possession.
Yeah, but you still win.
I mean, that will never happen again.
I mean, that's just Yeah,
That will never happen again.
Yeah, but if it does, you'll be questioning yourself for not playing the other. I don't actually like Tari Eason. I'm just talking shit.
I prefer Jabari Smith tonight at the 3. I mean, Jabari Smith's $300 more than Tari Eason. Jabari Smith's going to start. Tari Eason is not going to start. So, I mean, Tari Eason is pretty much locked into his 20 to 24 minutes. And he played 18 minutes on Tuesday night and got 48 DraftKings points for me. What a hero for me on Tuesday, but I will not be going back to him tonight. And then Josh Christopher, he has some pretty high usage too without these guys on the court. I'm trying to find a 25% usage rate. So, I mean, he'll handle the ball a little bit too. So definitely like him a little bit here. But yeah, that's pretty much it on the Houston side.
And on the Oklahoma City side, no Lou Dort, no Poku, no James Robinson-Earl, but it all comes down to one guy. And this guy might be the best play on the entire slate, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Kurt, I'm not fading him. Are you? You know what you are going to do?
Mute.
But hold on. I had a whole thing I was going to go about. He was going to
too much.
He was. I don't know. I mean, you were going to fade the microphone. That's what you were fading. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll have some faith. I don't love him too much. I haven't built yet, so we'll see how the news breaks. But I'm not over on him just yet. I might just end up falling on him. But I really kind of want to prioritize Giannis, so kind of puts him in a little gray area there. I'll take some shots on Joe or Wiggins for the OKC side, but I don't want to have any OKC in a main team. It just doesn't feels gross.
Feels gross. Gary, does it feel gross to you?
I mean, SGA was in the same spot last game. I mean, he had a pretty shitty day. And he still had 45 DraftKings points, 24 real points, 23 shots. 10 for 10 from the line. I mean, he's a monster. But he's not my favorite stud on the slate. I'm not prioritizing him tonight. I actually might like Giddey a little bit more, given the significant price, $2,500 price difference between the two. Almost $3,000 cheaper, $7,800. He's gone for 44 DraftKings points the last couple games. I'll take that at $7,800. I like him here. I mean, I can't fault anybody for playing Shai. I mean, the dude is a monster. 10-4 though. I mean, I'll set like a 52 projection for him. And if he hits my teams, and I'll be happy with it. But I'm not going to bump him up more than 52 here.
Well, he's going to go for 60, so you might want to bump him up just a little bit. Bump him up to 56. Do it for me. I'm friendly. We talked about weather. Do it for me.
RPS has him at 58, so you might be on.
Okay. Wow. Woo, baby. Oh, Shai. Oh, we're going to do it tonight, Shai. Another guy that's probably going to do it is
Gary, we fading?
You what?
I said, Gary, we fading?
Shai's not going to be on my main team tonight. I can guarantee you that.
If he scores 4 points like Jalen Green did last time, I got excited about a guy. Whatever, I just fucking lose. Like that's just how it is. Okay, it can't happen. I'm only coring good players from now on. Like Jalen Green, he might score some points. Not a good basketball player. All right, let's talk Miami at Milwaukee. 223-point total. Milwaukee, 5.5-point favorites at home. Miami, they're without Duncan Robinson, Kyle Lowry. They're likely without Victor Oladipo, which means that we got a lot of usage for Jimmy Butler. We got a lot of usage for Tyler Hero, for Bam Bam. Kurt, this Miami team, it's a low total, not the easiest matchup in the world, but Jimmy Butler's $7,400 on DraftKings, and I kind of just want to play him everywhere.
Yeah, I'll be going right back to him. He was hurtful the other night, but don't care. He's going to end up being a lot of my builds. I think he gets that for matchups like this. So, yeah, I'm going to fire him up. And then also without Lowry, even more ball handling duty. So, I'll have a lot. And then we can take some shots on Gabe Vincent possibly. And then on the other side, I'm going Giannis. And that's pretty much all for me here. I mean, like you can take some shots on Drew, Pat Connaughton, who's kind of hot right now. But, yeah, just those three guys for me mostly.
Hold on just a second. Randone's on the chat. He says, Jalen Green, not good. Huh? Jalen Green can score the basketball. He is never going to do anything to help a team win a basketball game. There's a big difference. But he's going to put up some big fantasy points from time to time. That guy's never going to be a winning basketball player ever. Gary, we were.
Oh yeah, wait. I see some guys saying Strus and the Giannis fade Kurt. Okay, yeah.
What happened?
Anyways, the Bucks pack the paint, so taking shooters, especially without Lowry. I like the Strus call. I'll go with that. I'll put him in the pool.
Oh, well, Strus can't hurt anybody. Gary, what are we doing with this Miami side?
I mean, I like Vincent, Struss, Harrow, Butler, Bam. Bam's really cheap, 8,000. That's a really good price tag for him. He's going to see increased usage here. Jimmy Butler, I mean, he did the world wrong the other night. He hasn't really done anything. He looks kind of disinterested out there. I know Glock put something like that on the playbook today. But 7,400, man, I mean,
it's so cheap.
This is the spot to do it. Like, I mean, if he's going to do anything, I mean, tonight's it. I do like Struss quite a bit here, 3,800. That's a really good price tag. He's going to be chucking. I'm seeing like a 24, 25 projection across for him across 3 different sites. And at that projection at 3,800, he's going to hit a lot of your teams. That's 6x value on his price tag. I prefer him straight up over Vincent. I don't think Vincent, I think he's somebody that he hasn't really done much in these spots this year. I feel like, and don't really trust it.
He's going to be popular too.
He's probably going to be the popular player on the slate. So that's somebody that I'm considering fading the high ownership on tonight's slate. But we'll see. I haven't run my final stuff yet. We still have a lot of news left to hit, and we'll see where it goes. But like I said, my main interest is in Vincent, Struss, Hero, Butler, and Bam. I'd probably rank them Struss 1, Hero 2, Butler 3, Bam 4, and then Vincent 5.
If Jimmy cut the dreads off, would you play him more?
I mean, I don't think that's going to affect him.
The answer is yes. You get a good haircut, you always feel better. You get that good cut, man. Like you feel like $1 million.
I mean, I got a lot of hair.
You
just does whatever.
Both of you need to just show up with the shaved head. Like, let's just do it.
No.
That ain't happening.
I'm retired from the military now, Crane. I'm letting that shit
you gotta
grow
grow
out.
it.
I have this beard, and that's been growing since March last year. So
it's like the number one thing that when people leave the military, like the number one thing they do is just grow the hell out of the beard, right?
That's it. I mean, we have to shave literally every day for 20 years.
I haven't shaved,
and now I haven't shaved in a year. It's awesome.
Did you get a little
anywhere?
There's no itch. You got to have the beard butter and the beard oil. You got to keep
beard
nice
butter.
Yes.
Wait. Hold on. We're gonna get back to the game in a second.
Yes.
Tell us about this beard butter.
It's got like coconut oil in it. I mean, you just got to keep it good. You got to keep it conditioned.
I get that. I have a little tiny thing.
Yeah, I mean,
I've never. All right. Hey, guys, my birthday is in about a month and a half, so you can find my address in the Run Pure Sports stuff. You guys, if you want to send me some beard butter,
I'll tell you what, Crane. I'm going to send you what I use, and you're going to love it.
All right, I'll do it. I just lather myself with that, right?
I'll send you my secret sauce, Crane.
Yeah,
that's all right. I do not want
Like I don't itch.
sauce.
Like the beard literally does not itch ever.
Really? That's amazing. That's like I'm a little jealous of that right now. All right, Milwaukee side. Jan, which one of you said, was it Kurt that said you wanted to play a lot of Giannis tonight? I waited till you.
I like Giannis. I don't get you wrong. I'm not disrespecting Bam. Like Bam's one of the league's best defenders, but Giannis is on a tear right now, and I'll take my chances in a bad. I mean, you can say bad matchup for Giannis all you want. It's still Giannis, and it's still a slate that we're gonna have unlimited value. So
when dudes like Giannis, like with guys like that, I don't care if it's
especially in a game that I think like Jimmy's gonna be getting up for this. I think he gets up for it. It's a narrative based thing. So yeah.
Gary, you on Giannis tonight?
I don't think I'm going to be on Giannis tonight. I think I prefer Joker if he plays. So I don't think I mean, Miami has always played Giannis pretty good. So I know Giannis is on a roll right now. He's probably not going to make my main team though, and probably nobody from Milwaukee.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like any of these other pieces. Like I was just sort of ignoring the rest of Milwaukee. You know, Chris Middleton's getting below average minutes. Like, I just don't see a reason to mess with it on a slate like tonight, where we're still waiting on a lot of news. So we're going to have a ton of value. I don't see a reason to mess with Milwaukee, even though
J-Ru's
Bobby
more.
Portis is that.
I don't hate J-Ru on FanDuel.
Okay,
He's 7,600 over
I will
there.
say if Joker's rolled in, I'll prioritize Joker if he's in. I'm just assuming he's out.
look, if Joker's in, he's a phenomenal play because
I'll
we'll get to
prioritize
this
him.
game. We'll get to this game, but like it's that late game. Nobody can have him because you don't have a pivot. So people that have Joker are just gambling. So if you want to gamble on a dude that could get you 80, not the craziest thing. Portland at Chicago, 234.5 point total. Chicago, 4-point favorites at home for Portland. Nurkic is out, and Gary Payton, he's questionable with Nurkic out. Drew Eubanks, he drew the start. Trenton Wofford, he outperformed Eubanks. Both are going to get ownership. Dame is fine. The problem is I just like other expensive dudes more. Gary, on this Portland side, are you messing with anybody?
I mean, Eubanks is fine. I mean, he's 3,600 and he's going to start. I think he's going to probably play more minutes tonight than he did last night. Just based on this matchup against Vucevic, I think he'll probably match his minutes more. I just think they need his size a lot more in this game than they did against Washington. So, I mean, 3,600 for a starting center, that's always something I'm going to be interested in. And I don't think I want to chase the Watford game. I think I'm already seeing some ownership on him. People are going to look at game logs and they're going to see he crushed last night. I don't think I'm going to go there. I think I'm going to go right back to Eubanks. Eubanks was in my lineup last night. I cashed top 20 in tournaments with him at a mediocre performance. I mean, I know it's a little different slate, but I'm always going to side with the starter here. And Watford's not really a center either, I don't think. I think he's more of a 4. So, like I said, I prefer Eubanks here. Simons is another guy that I'm not going to chase in this matchup. I mean, he had a monster game yesterday, 6,500. I'm just not going to do it on tonight's slate. Jeremy Grant is a guy that I'm always interested in when Nurkic is out. But, man, he just does not look good recently to me. 6,700. I think that's a risky play. I think it's a risky play. I know his usage or whatever you're going to see. You know, I think he got a 3 or 4% usage bump without Nurkic on the court. But I don't think I'm going to go there. I preferred like other mid-range guys on this slate. And Dame's somebody I'm always interested in tournaments. The dude can just put up 50 real points in any matchup. So I'm setting his projection probably around the same as SGA, about 52, 53. And if he
60?
hits, he hits.
60?
If he doesn't,
60 for Shea. Let's put 60 on Shea. Put some respect on his name. And I will say about Jeremy Grant, he's the last guy in your lineup. Cool. And if you don't get him, I don't think Jeremy Grant is going to make or break you on this slate. He could break you. I very seriously doubt he makes you. Making our lineup so is Kurt. And by the way, guys, click the like button, click the subscribe button. It helps us out over here at Run Pure Sports. Kurt, talk to us about this Portland situation, because I actually think you can play Watford and Eubanks together. I have no problem with that. At those price tags, they don't need to do much to crush. You really don't like that?
We got more value coming on later. I think Watford's gonna. It's not a good matchup for Watford. I actually like. Okay. I'm coring Eubanks though.
Okay.
Now, if this is like a tight valued slate, but then you wouldn't be able to get Joker. So, like, I don't know. I'll just take Eubanks. I'm coring him, and then it's exactly like you guys said. I'm using Grant as like a last piece in. I'm not going to force him in, but if I fall in that range at forward, I'm perfectly fine taking him. On the Chicago side, like Brandon said it, that's the first thing I looked at Chicago was the fact that we can take a shot on Jones Jr. if Pat Will's out. Shout out Florida State. So that's some more value we can go to, especially the forward spot. And then I'm not playing the roulette game with Vooch and all them. That's just I've never liked doing that ever. So yeah, just those guys for me here.
Yeah, Vooch is on the injury list, but he's probable, so I assume that he's going to play. If he were to miss, of course, like if Vooch somehow like misses this game, just lock in Andre Drummond. Just lock him in. You're going to want to do that. And of course, then Levine and DDR would both be perfectly reasonable plays. Let's talk. Go ahead.
Hey, so I didn't get my turn on the Chicago
My
side.
apologies. Go ahead. Look, I'm just happy I clicked the go live button.
I mean, that's true. Vucevic is an outstanding play tonight. I mean,
Okay.
I know he's 9K. I think he's going to outscore Sengun pretty handily here. I think a lot more people are going to play Sengun, and I'd rather play Vucevic in the spot even at 9K. And on FanDuel, I mean, man, he's 8,200 on FanDuel. That's a pretty easy lock button for me on that site over there. I love him in this spot. This is a flowchart spot. Look at the last 15 days. What Portland has given up the second most fantasy points to the centers in the last 15 days. I love him in this spot. I love the flowchart. I'm riding him tonight. He's going to be – I don't know for sure if he's going to be in my DraftKings main lineup just based on the price tag, and I'm probably going to play Eubanks, and I'm probably going to play Joker. But on FanDuel, I like going down to Vucevic instead of playing Joker over there on that site, just because the 8,200 price tag versus the $9,000 price tag on DraftKings, it's a big deal for me. It's a big difference. I like that. Like I said earlier, I like attacking these price mismatches between the sites. So yeah, I love Vucevic tonight.
Joker is just we'll talk about the Joker situation here in a few. He's just a really tough roster for me because if he's out, then you just have no outs. Like you're just dead. And I like to leave myself a few outs.
Conchar season.
What?
Conchar smash.
Okay, well that's
Memphis isn't on the slate.
I'm sorry, Canker. Fucking same damn
I was
thing.
just gonna let it go. I was like, hey, you know what? Kurt's going on a little
that
thing
ugly
here.
little
That's okay.
fucker. Canker.
Let's talk about a game where we've been talking about value, and we've been saying we got value in the later games. Well, guess what? Here it is, because Dallas at Golden State. It's a 226-point total. The Warriors 9.5-point favorites, but it's the Mavericks that we're going to be targeting here. There's no Luka. There's no Christian Woods. Davis Bertans, Maxi Kleber, they're also out. They also don't matter as much. Spencer Dinwiddie, he's questionable. If Spencer Dinwiddie plays, Gary, we just play him, right?
I mean, for sure. I mean, he's 7,100 on DraftKings. We just saw the spot. He put up what, 60, close to 60 a couple weeks ago. I mean, he's definitely the highest owned player on the slate. I'm seeing 65+% ownership, but at 7,100, I'm seeing a 46 to 49 point projection across the industry. I mean, that should be on every team you make. It's one of those spots that Big T says he looks at the projection. He's like, wow, that projection just is massive. It's a 7X projection on a $7,100 player. That's somebody you just put in every lineup.
Yeah, and by the way, guys, I had missed this piece of news. Dinwiddie is in, so we're all saying just to lock Dinwiddie in.
Yep, and another guy, Josh Green, is another guy I love in this spot. 4,000. He's probably my favorite value play on the slate. I'm seeing a 25 to 28 point projection on him at 4K. Sign me up for that. DFS is another guy I like when Luka is out. He gets more involved in the offense. I'm seeing a 29 point projection for him. Like him here. THJ is always a guy I always fade. And I'm going to continue.
I hate playing THJ.
I hate him with a passion. He's 5,400. I'd rather play DFS. I'd rather play Josh Green. Hell, I probably would rather play Reggie Bullock, even though I won't tonight, over Tim Hardaway
Reggie Bullock
Jr.
is like a shorter THJ. Like,
I mean, pretty much.
They need to go for 25 real points to get there. They never actually do it.
But yeah, Dinwiddie, Josh Green are smash plays for me. Both of them are most likely going to be on my main team tonight. DFS is a great play, and I'm fading Hardaway, Bullock, and Powell. So I just have interest in those three guys from Dallas side on both sites. And even if you go on the FanDuel, Spencer Dinwiddie is 8K over there. I think he's still a lock button, even at 8K. He's got a 47 projection over there too. That's 6X his salary on FanDuel, which is hard to get a 6X value on FanDuel because their prices on their guys are a lot better than they are on DraftKings. So yeah, just interested in the three guys for me.
See, they're asking in the chat about a guy that I bet Kurt likes. Kurt, talk to me about Jaden Hardy.
Man, I made the Josh Green reference last week. He didn't do terrible, but he got outscored by freaking dusty ass Reggie Bullock.
got to go right back to the boy Josh Green coming off the titty.
Okay.
I would love to give a presentation, but I'm a little bit under the weather. So I will take some shots on Hardy too, but it just seems like
Hardy seems like a Kurt play.
he is. It's just God. He just seems so hesitant to kind of like let him do his thing. Like just treat it like the G League game, man. Just let him go out there and shoot 18 times.
I just don't think you need to go there.
I don't
Yeah,
think
and
so either, but he
there.
seems like a Kurt
It's
play.
like-
That's all I'm saying.
And the thing is, even if they do unleash him, let him shoot a lot, he could legit miss every single one of them.
Yes.
He did it in summer league. Now this is against better competition, so not a main team play. I do like the Josh Green call. I'm going to go right back to him. Dimway's a lock. I think that we're going to have some news on the Warriors too. I have a feeling that
Okay.
we're going to get some like late bullshit, like they like to pull. They kind of shocked everyone and played yesterday. I think they kind of not yesterday, but the day before.
Yeah, I mean, right now Clay and Dre are both questionable, and it wouldn't stun me at all if they missed. You know, we can go right to that side, Kurt. Like if Clay misses, Jordan Poole becomes a good play. If Dre misses, Jonathan Kuminga becomes a good play. Are those kind of the two guys that you're going to be targeting if those guys are out?
Yeah, for sure. Well, I mean, we got to see who starts too. I just think that I think even Steph could get randomly rolled out. I think it could be madness.
Madness. Oh, we got madness going tonight.
When did we, Gary? We've seen them do that shit before.
I mean, man, this Warriors team just needs wins, man.
I know,
they can't just sit everybody every night. I mean,
but Dallas
Steph is
a good
probable.
spot, though.
He's going to play. The one guy, I think Dre's going to play. I think Clay's going to sit. So, I mean, Clay got the midday downgrade with an illness. I think that's standard that he's going to sit based on what has happened with that midday downgrade with an illness this season. It seems like they've sat 90+% of the time. And I think everybody else is going to play. And if that's the case, I don't have any interest in any Warrior on this slate.
If Steph misses, you still wouldn't be interested in Poole?
Steph's going to play. So no.
Okay.
The answer to your question is no. Poole has had that spot where everyone has sat and he's still underwhelmed. So, I mean, I just have no interest. But I don't think Steph's probable. I don't think that's changing. They need wins. They need them out there. I think Clay sits, and that's it. And if Clay sits, I have no interest on this Warriors squad tonight.
No interest in Steph for either of you guys?
I mean, he's fine. He'll get you 45 to 50 if that's what you're looking for.
Yeah, I mean, he's $300 cheaper than Shea. I like Shea more, but I mean, Curry's going to get some ownership, especially if Clay misses. People are going to. I bet if Clay is out, you're going to see more people flocking to Steph than Shea.
Well, I hope so.
I hope so too, because Shea's going for 60. I wonder who my play of the day is going to be. All right, let's talk about our last game, and this is a game that we've kind of hinted at throughout the show where it's a really tough spot because it's Atlanta at Denver. It's a 231-point total. Denver, 7.5-point favorites at home. Atlanta, second night of a back-to-back. I don't even think they've put out an injury report yet. I have no interest in these Atlanta guys. So if you guys just want to skip over that, that's fine. But with Denver, Nikola Jokic is questionable. So I don't know when we're going to get this news. Kurt, I'm going to start with you because if Jokic is in, he's a phenomenal tournament play because he can't be owned because there's no pivot here. If he is out, all of a sudden you have some of the best value on this entire slate. So how are you approaching this Jokic situation?
You can go with take two people from the game and even do I think one of these guys are going to sit. I think Trey sets, right? And then
same.
But you think one of these guys set, right? So you take two go Murray and Capella or something like that, and you're going to get an out. So you can play one of the other guys, play the expensive guy, and then you're going to have probably a 3K guy you can play. If Jokic is out, you can play Kanker for 3.3, and then if Murray's out, who's the cheapest we got? Bogdanovich is 5.6. I don't know. You can probably make it work somehow, but or you can just leave one the utility, make it Jokic, and then if he's rolled out, go to Murray. If vice versa, you guys know what I'm trying to say here.
Yeah.
Myself, but
I got you. It's okay.
I want to have exposure to this game though. I want that late news.
Gary, go ahead.
I think we're going to get the news. I mean, I think Trey absolutely sits here. It's another situation where he got the late day. It wasn't even midday. This was an hour and a half ago. He got the downgrade with an illness, a non-COVID illness. That means he's most likely going to sit. And if that's the case, I have a ton of interest in this Atlanta side. not only DeJounte Murray becomes almost a borderline lock button play for me at 8,300.
Yeah.
But Bogdanovich, if you look at Bogdanovich without Trae Young in the lineup, I mean, he gets 35 plus DraftKings points. It seems like every time Trae Young is out. And if that's the case, I'm gonna be planning for Trae Young to sit here. I know AP put it in the chat earlier, but I love the call. Bogdanovich, Murray, Joker. And then that gives you kind of some flexibility a little bit. We're going to get these illness things. One thing I've seen too is we normally get them pretty early. Like they're going to get ruled out fairly early before the start time. So I think we're going to have the news hopefully before 8 o'clock. That's kind of what I'm hoping anyway. But I love Bogdan here. I love DeJounte. I don't really have any interest in Hunter or Collins or Capella. But those two I like. And I personally think Joker's going to play. I know other people think that he's going to sit. I love Joker in the spot. He's going to smash. He's 11-4, which is way too cheap for the Joker. Love him here. But if he sits, I can kind of pivot a little bit. I can maybe make some moves. Jamal Murray would become a fantastic play at 7,900. That's kind of why I don't want to play guys like Shai earlier. I just think we're going to have this news later. You got, like I said, you got DeJounte Murray. You got Jamal Murray if Joker sits. Just fantastic plays at no ownership because everybody's loading up on the early guards. So that's kind of the route I might be taking tonight, and we'll see how it turns out.
All right, let's get to the plays of the day. Kurt, tanning bed play of the day. Who you got?
Shit, I'm not ready yet.
Okay,
Shit.
Gary, I can't remember your play of the day name. Remind me.
It's the groundhog play of the day.
I'm going to call it the beard butter play of the day. I'm making my own stuff up today.
I like it.
The beard butter play.
Oh, I got mine. I'm ready.
It doesn't matter. It's not on you anymore. Gary, go ahead.
I mean, I'm going to go DeJounte Murray. I mean, I have to stay on brand here. So the thing with DeJounte Murray, and AP again mentioned this earlier in chat. I saw his comment. I like DeJounte Murray in this spot if Trae plays or if he doesn't play. So it's a win-win for me. 8,300. I think he's going to get me 40 if Trae plays, and I think he's going to get me 60 if he doesn't. So I like DeJounte Murray in this spot. He's too cheap, 8,300. He never gets ownership. He's not going to have any ownership tonight. I love DeJounte Murray tonight.
All right, tanning bed play of the day. Kurt, I will allow you to speak now. Who you got?
Drew Eubanks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think he plays the max minutes here, matching up with Vooch. I think he goes for one of his 30-point games. So let me get 30 fantasy point games, that is. Let me get
All right, I'm going to go to a guy that apparently is going to be low owned because I hear everybody talking about they want Giannis, they want this expensive guy, they want Joker, they want DeJounte Murray. So nobody's playing Shea. So I'm the only one who wants to play Shea for 10-4 against Houston. You can poo-poo it all you want because obviously last time with Jalen Green, it didn't work out so well. But
you're due. You're freaking due, baby.
God, you have no idea how true that is. But yeah, I'm going straight to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. A matchup with Houston. He's going to get all the usage. And I don't think he's going to be too popular tonight. So to me, a guy like that, you can go stars and scrubs very easily tonight with your build. So yeah, play a little Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Guys, if you've enjoyed the show, check us out on runpuresports.com. We got a lot going on. We got the flow chart plays. We got the playbook. We're all hanging out in the Discord talking NBA up through lock. You guys this is one of those slates too where you want to be a member because you want to be in that Discord because we're going to be looking at what happens. Is Jokic in? Is he out? What's going to happen with this news? And we're going to be breaking it down for you in the Discord for members. So check us out over at runpuresports.com. We got a lot going on. Sign up. Have some fun with us. Win some giblets with us. We're going to get out of here, though. For Gary, for Kurt, I'm Eric. Thank you all so much for watching. We will catch you all later. Peace.